Hello, everybody. Welcome back to B-Tech Philosophers. I want to say episode 42, 43, one of those ones, but
Might be 43.
Might be 43. Regardless, we're back, man, and we're doing well. I'm doing well. How are you, Elliot?
Why you gotta ask me like that?
How was your week? You can choose any event in the week. How was yours?
Well, the start of my week hasn't been very good, Michael.
Monday morning.
Yeah.
It was Monday morning fresh. How did you start your good day today?
Not particularly.
I'm not trying to dig into your personal life. I just meant like I went to the gym today, did a couple of these things.
Okay.
Overhead pumps.
Yeah.
It's good. You had a good start to your day?
I watched a bit of Cameroon-Serbia.
Good game?
Who was it? Was it Senegal-Serbia or Cameroon-Serbia?
I think it was Cameroon.
Cameroon-Serbia, that was good.
That was 3-3.
But then I had to leave. Yeah, I'm going through heartbreak at the minute.
Going through heartbreak?
Yeah, for a rough break.
Do you want to talk about this?
I can talk about it within realms of thinking about my life. My life is there to be viewed. I live in the public eye. Not a lot of the public is viewing it.
Yeah.
Granted.
Listen, we got a decent fan base.
We're getting quite a big fan base here, so I think they're allowed to know.
A few weeks ago, I talked about Heartbreak first. Do you remember? Not this competition, but
It sounds like you're making it a bit of a competition.
But like back in April, I remember I shared some.
Well, you're fucking Heartbreak. What, with your pen pal? What the fuck are you on about?
Yeah.
3-year relationship. And it's
See, now you're making it a competition. The heart.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The heart don't know how long it's been. The heart just feels pain.
That was some B-Tech philosophy
That was
right
some
there.
B-Tech-
That was some B-Tech
That might be the
philosophy.
quote of the week. But like pain is pain regardless of how long it's been. But how you, because obviously you are sort of, in many ways, archetypal man who likes to punch walls and
Yes.
deal with his feelings in sort of non-healthy ways. Do you think?
Yeah, well, last night after it happened, I went home and sat with my dad, and we did the very classic father-son thing of not talking about it. And then he started telling me about all his tour dates.
Did he offer you tour support?
No, no. He does 2.5 hours each night, so another
You don't
20
really
minutes.
need it.
Yeah, fucking. So yeah, I mean, it's brutal.
Yeah, it's tough.
Brutal. I had a couple of friends. I told a couple of friends. I thought I'd tell you before we record today for you to do it on air. That would be a fun thing. It's for our listeners to tune into life like this. And then our producer there already just fucking bored of the conversation of me talking about Heartbreak and has started watching.
I'm getting the philosopher of the clip.
I've got a philosopher.
We got a philosopher of the week. And do you know what? Let's play our philosopher of the week now, because I could do with some inspiration.
You could do with some.
I could do with some inspiration. You don't need the headphones on, bro.
Okay, let me get.
I could do with the philosopher of the week, a man named Thomas Skinner, I believe, from Essex. He was on The Apprentice. And here is the philosopher of the week to help me get through this blue Monday that I'm having.
So the tweet reads, "Good morning and happy Monday, you lovely people. It's a daily reminder you can handle anything that life throws at you." So
There we go.
I think he's talking to you, Elliot.
Directly to you.
Let me get it up. Oh yeah, there we go.
It does help. The viewers going to be able to see it.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, it does help if you watch this.
Oh, wait.
Oh, fucking hell, Luke. Jesus Christ.
The audio.
Oh, my God.
I will describe what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a sort of a Cockney geezer.
That should work.
Good morning and happy Monday, you lovely people. Now, I hope you had a fancy weekend like I did. We was busy on the market Saturday, had a nice relaxed day yesterday. Matt Hancock come further on my sled. What happened there? Well, listen, this morning we're in Dino's Cafe, as per usual. Nice steak pie, round chips, peas and butter and some lovely cabbage, followed with some lovely gravy. Look at that.
This monster's having that for breakfast.
Keep you going today. Guys, this is your Monday morning reminder that you can overcome absolutely anything the day throws at you. So go out there today, smash the life out of it, and have a blinder. A bosh.
Thanks, Thomas.
Good morning.
I feel so much better now, having watched you eat a breakfast, that I can now go out there and do what I want with my Monday in this depressive state that I am now in.
Listen,
What the fuck did any of that mean?
why was Matt Hancock coming first? I didn't understand. He went really off message for a little bit.
What's that about?
I didn't understand what the relevance of that was. But who's that guy? Who is that guy?
Just some guy. He's famous on the internet.
Thomas Skinner.
Yeah.
Is he
heard of
just
him, yeah.
just a geezer who's just kind of giving?
He's one
He's
of
a
the
business owner, mattress dealer, West Ham fan, boxing, beer drinker, TV
you know what?
personality.
Let's not
He loves
insult him
cooking.
because we both need a bed
Loves eating
frame.
as well.
We both do need
We
a bed frame.
both boys without bed frames.
We are bed frameless boys. We now, our philosopher of the week is now, we're endorsing for
We get sponsored.
And a BTEC 10 on his bed frame website if you want a discount.
We're both single, no bed frame.
Well,
Late 20s.
What the
Life, man.
fuck was that actually? What does any of that mean?
I don't know.
What is it with these motivational people who come out and they say things? They just say things that have no meaning. And he's there, like, I'm here to inspire people. The law of averages, he will have inspired someone
Yes.
to be an attacker. Like,
Wait. Explain the mathematics.
okay, let's say there's someone in a watching their TikTok in a cave in Afghanistan.
Okay. A member of Daesh, ISIS.
Oh yes, ISIS.
Yeah.
All right. So in Syria,
And somehow their algorithms
I know.
have got them to a Cockney geezer in
yes.
East London.
Well, they started. They were watching Dimitri Payet goals,
Yeah.
and then he pops up,
Okay. I see the link.
and they're like, do you know what? I really don't want to go and blow up these kafar.
No.
I don't want to do it.
Right.
I'm having some doubts. I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
It's my first suicide bombing.
Yeah. You want to get it right?
I'm not feeling it. And then all of a sudden, he pops up. Can we play his thing again? Let's hear this. Let's hear what he has to say. I'm sat there.
Happy Monday, you lovely, lovely people. Now, I hope you had a fancy weekend like I did. Was busy on the market Saturday. Had a nice relaxed day yesterday. Matt Hancock come further I'm a celeb. What happened there?
I don't know.
This morning,
I don't know
Rick
what
Dino's cat,
happened there.
as per usual, nice steak pie, round chips, peas and butter, and some lovely cabbage, followed with some lovely gravy. Look at that. Lovely. That'll keep you going today. Guys, this is your Monday morning reminder that you can overcome absolutely anything the day throws at you. So go out there today, smash the life out of it, and have a blinder. A bosh.
Do you know what? If this guy can eat a steak and kidney pie at 7 a.m. in the morning,
6:30.
at 6:30 in the morning,
That's heavy.
I can go and detonate myself. I can do it. I'm going to follow Tom Skinner's advice.
Only a man in recent Heartbreak can find the links that you just made
I think my deep
between this is a generic motivational message to mass murder.
What if there's a guy who's like, I really want to start stalking this woman, but I haven't got the confidence. And then they see him, bosh! And they're like, oh, no, do you know what? I can go do it.
I fucking get it. But let's talk about motivational videos in
Yeah.
general. You know them generic ones?
Yeah.
Do you not find that, let's say you're lying in bed, you're not ready to just, sometimes I'll watch one because I know they're very generic and it's very much a sugar rush type feeling that they give you.
That's a beautiful way of explaining it.
But it's enough to like, fuck, I'm gonna get out of bed. At least. I wouldn't use it to sort of guide my life by. But sometimes I just need somebody calling me a piece of shit, like David Goggins and that, calling me a piece of shit. And like, you pussy, you in bed, I'm out here grinding 6 a.m. And then I'm like, all right, cool, let me get out. And then I'm smart enough to know like, all right, this is not gonna sustain me for life. But it does what it needs to do in a moment.
But at least David Goggins, like when he's doing, who gon' carry the boats?
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Who gon' carry the boats?
see
That shit will get you pumped up. You don't know me, son. That shit will get you pumped up because he's a Navy SEAL. He's not some fat fucking West Ham fan.
This is true. He is
eating
actually
a pie.
carrying a boat.
There is a guy who has run like 20 ultra marathons, 20 days in a row, and then a bloke going, well, we didn't get. Matt Hancock came third in I'm a Celeb. What's that about?
Guys, don't
anyway, you could do what you set your mind to, people. What the fuck is that?
Hey man, if it helps, how many views does that have?
That had the Thomas Skinner one had like 200,000.
200,000.
150,000.
150,000.
That's more than any content I've made put together.
We are a nation of why did Matt Hancock come third? I'll tell you why. Because the same people voting for Matt Hancock are being inspired by a fucking man eating pie at 6 a.m.
I think he's doing political analysis. He's like, what happened there? He's talking about the state of the country. I think that's the true message. He's sneaking in the medicine.
This is really
in
inspiring.
the ice cream.
This is inspiring.
Let's watch a
If
bit
you've not,
of David,
They don't
brother.
know me, son. Get it. 18. They don't know me, son. Get it.
You don't know? He just sounds like he's reliving trauma, just mid-workout.
20, you got some more in you.
His abandoned childhood.
21. Yeah, get it again. Come on, we want to see it. Good. 22. Who's going to carry the boats and the logs?
This is
That's you,
PTSD.
buddy.
Like, what's going on? This is straight. That has no motivational. That's not even on track to anything that he's doing. He's got to carry the boat. He's talking about the many left behind. That's what's coming out here. And everyone's viewing it as motivation. This is a literal cry for help.
yeah, he's doing all them runs, and you're like, why don't you just address the war crimes you and SEAL Team 6 committed in the Helmand province? Like, when you don't know me, son! And he's there just flashing back to him. Oh shit, it was a kid.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
But I'm genuinely sorry you went through some heartbreak, man.
It's and I'm gonna be going through it. And you know what? Like Carl Jung talks about, man, this is the good and the bad in life. We can't have the good days without the fucking bad days.
This is
He didn't really say that, but I don't know. I'm making out. I'm sounding like that Tom Skinner guy.
do sound
That's something
like
like Tom Skinner.
He probably went through a heartbreak. He started making videos, man.
Yeah, that's what I should do. Should I start making motivational videos? I'm not exactly motivational though, am I?
Yeah, what about your life is to be aspired for?
I wear orange jumpers. That's quite bright.
It's just good you do the fighting.
I do the fighting, but not
You
very
could
well.
definitely build a brand.
What? As like a motivational.
Yeah. If you want to
reckon?
be a white belt like me, just literally. Me and Lucas are also white belts. Just off.
Yeah, I know. But like, okay, all right. Let's fucking.
We haven't stepped foot in a building, and we are also white belts. Like,
We haven't stepped foot in a building.
in a building. Just, but do you know what? I the first thought when you told me, because I know your girlfriend, ex-girlfriend a little bit. My first thought was,
Oh God, that hurt, ex-girlfriend. Yeah,
I'm sorry. My first thought is really sad, and my second thought was, who's gonna roll my weed now? Because that's what she used to roll my weed for me.
Do you see why you can't hang out with fucking comedians? Not even because they're just gonna. I don't mind the jokes, but the narcissism. The
How does this
narcissism.
affect me?
How can I
How
put
is this going to affect
myself
my high?
into the situation?
Why can't you roll your own weed?
Just watch a fucking YouTube video. He's there. He has to watch Tom Skinner to fucking get motivated to roll a joint.
I had some hash that she said she was gonna roll for me. And just to be clear, you're not. If you got any stuff you need to collect from hers, because maybe you could. Maybe you could leave it. I don't. I'm just saying. So that's off the table. That she's not gonna do that probably.
Probably not. I don't think I could message her and go, "Hey, by the way, do you mind if Michael still gets that hash rolled for him?"
Do you know what? It's fine. I'll leave it. I'll leave it. Sometimes you have to broach these things, though.
It's tough, man. And like last night, there was like this. Oh man, like fuck. Have you like that? You know that heartbroken feeling when it's in you, that like pain that's just deep inside.
Did you feel like? I don't want to get too deep. We can just edit this out.
You
Do you
can
feel
go.
like it was something you needed to do? In terms of, I don't know who initiated it. Does it feel like something that needed to happen?
I think we're both at different places of our life, and I was quite cowardly with some things. Really, and again, I'll make clear I've been faithful and things like that. Like it's nothing to do with like that kind of thing. But you know, there is like the age gap with her being 15, and no, I'm joking.
Whoa!
And you know, GCSEs, they're just a tense time. They're just a bit. No, it's Yeah, with Asia, I don't want to go too much for just for her sake as well, you know. But I do live my life in the public eye. I think I will always, you know, I like to lead my life with an honesty as I come to do these things, and part of that is to, I guess, be as honest as I can be, obviously, because that's what honesty is. And yeah, it just fucking sucks, and it hurts, and you know, who knows what the future holds and stuff, but. It fucking hurts, like hurts.
You know, it hurts. I think Winnie the Pooh once said, you know, it hurts because it. Let me land the plane. Let me finish. All right, I'm gonna land it well. Winnie the Pooh once said, "It hurts because it meant something." I don't know if he said that was like, you know, them Instagram things where it has a picture of Winnie the Pooh and then a random quote. So it said, "It hurts because it meant something."
He was probably talking about honey or something.
Yeah. I think he lost like a bowl of honey in that episode, and then he was upset about it.
Did you just quote Winnie the fucking Pooh at me as I'm going through a breakup?
It's comforting though. I'm trying to forget okay, let's say Joe Rogan once said, you know what I mean?
Don't try to change it. Stop trying to say that my Winnie the Pooh is Joe Rogan. Stop trying to move, Joe. Stop.
Forget the messenger.
Okay.
The message itself.
The messenger. It's hard to forget the messenger when they haven't got any trousers on.
And they are cartoon.
And they are a cartoon bear.
But hey, listen, man, you went through something. Do you know what? I always try and do this. Whenever someone's going through pain, I just try and like quote it away or try and wrap it up. And sometimes you just gotta let it be raw. I've been reading this article about grief, right? And obviously he was talking about grief in terms of like people dying and whatnot. And I think a lot of people want grief when it comes to other people to be wrapped up within a certain time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
so.
True.
Let's say close family member dies. People normally, they say they give you about a year before they expect you to kind of be back to normal, or they're kind of like, "Oh, you still feeling that?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it depends on the family member, because you know, if it's like your grandparent or something, fine. But if you've lost a kid, you get like a 2-month extension.
You get 14 months.
You get 14. You get an extra couple month extension if you lose a kid.
It's a rolling deal.
It's you know, in the contract clause.
No, but that
Someone loses their kid, Michael's quoting Winnie the Pooh.
yeah.
Like, well, it was Tigger that once said, Boing.
Michael stood by a baby coffin, quoting off of Eeyore.
To be fair, it would have been probably one of the kids' favourite characters. So it would have made sense. Yeah, it would
Michael turns up to a funeral with Paw Patrol quotes.
But I think it's true. You have to let people, especially because grief tends to come in waves.
Yeah.
You think you're over it, and then, bam, it comes back again.
I'm in a very numb state at the moment.
Oh, really?
Numbness. I'll probably look back on this podcast as a bad idea.
I mean, I'm trying to, you know, be light
You can swing in as much as you want, mate. One of my best mates. You could come in and start taking shots. You know, when it comes to jokes and that, I'm fine. I'm more offended at the Winnie the Pooh thing that just happened. But jokes and stuff is fine, you know. You know, it was very funny. The reaction between friends I've had, and just a very few people know, but the reaction between friends where one of them was deeply there for me, and then one of my
Who's that?
A comedian, but you're just trying to measure who found out before
I
you.
want to see.
Did you see what I have to fucking deal with?
I got the breaking news on today. I didn't get it. I thought I was getting live announcements. It's fine. It's fine.
Are you now bothered that you're not the...
Now I know where I am in a hierarchy. It's fine. It's fine. In a hierarchy of heartbreak. But
oh wow, I wish I hadn't told you over WhatsApp, so I wouldn't have got live, laugh, love back at me. Fucking...
I don't know. I would have sent you like a picture of the ocean. It's just easier than...
You'd have just started talking about...
Picture paints 1,000 words.
You started talking about Spain, Germany last night. And the Patreons get to find out about it a few days before. So you sign up to the Patreon. What a horrific plug I'm doing.
Oh my gosh. But so one friend is really...
Yeah, one friend was really... So, yeah, and another one did that classic male thing of like, oh, why don't you go get a brass? And I was like, that's not the issue.
Yeah.
Like, you know that thing that guys do?
Yeah.
Where they're just like immediately like, well, why
find another hole.
Yeah, because I'm not drinking or doing drugs or anything like that at the minute. And not in a you know, oh my God, I don't want to do that. Like, you know, there is a night out coming up potentially that I will go out and indulge myself in. You know,
Don't overdo it though.
no, I'm not going to start doing heroin.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, have a night out, but, you know, a Christmas night out.
Yeah.
Coming up, the comedians' Christmas nights out.
Gosh. Oh, I'll bring it on to the Christmas gigs that I've started. But
Oh, yeah, have they? Have you? Oh, because I had a fucking stinker on Friday after I left
where were
here.
you?
I was in Great Bentley in Essex.
Okay, that's still almost destined to always be.
In a caravan club.
Yeah, that's. You were set up for failure.
England, the gig got pushed back by an hour
Because England were playing.
because England were playing, and then we drew 0-0. But I'm going to tell mine first, just because I kind of know a bit of yours.
Yeah?
And yours is way worse.
Okay, go for it.
But I went on, and the crowd were a bunch of people from a caravan club in Great Bentley. Now I'm going to give the people of the caravan club in Great Bentley this. Most of you were tolerating what was happening, and I appreciate that.
Can I just speak? I'm not familiar with certain parts of white culture. What is a caravan club?
Fucking morons who refuse to go abroad.
Okay.
Like, they hate abroad so much that they'd rather go sit in a caravan in a bit
late November.
in late November in a bit of England.
Okay.
Than actually, and they try to tell you how good it is,
Yeah.
but all they do is move from where they're from to another community where they all sit round, eat ham sandwiches, and then go to the bar near where they are and tell you how good it is. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it's probably a nice bit of the world, and in summer, fine, but fuck me, you can get on a plane for 30 quid.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's not.
Go Lanzarote somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not
England.
trying to, shame people. I am shaming these people. They should be shamed.
Yeah.
If anyone listening to this owns a caravan at a caravan club, message me and tell me why it's a good idea. But to me, it looks fucking awful.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say this. I don't know how I was welcomed in to have a beer and stuff. I don't know how welcomed in you'd have been.
Right, in Great Bentley.
In Great Bentley, yeah, a lot of England flags up.
Okay, yeah.
But like,
I mean, it's
it's
fair.
It's the World
at this
Cup,
time.
but when what kind of England flag we got up there?
Yeah.
Are we? Is that a come on Harry Kane?
Yeah.
Fucking Saka needs to sort it out. England flag, or is it woo England?
I get scared of the ones England flag and then it has the name of the town or the city on the flag as well.
Or if it says the sun.
That's it.
You know, when the sun's on the England flag,
Yeah.
that's when you're like, oh boy, here we go.
It's not the scary.
They've got some things drafted to
Yeah.
Trent Alexander-Arnold. They have some things drafted.
Just waiting for him to touch the pitch. But how did this one go?
So I went on. It was fine. They were kind of tolerating it. Wasn't much atmosphere there. And I sort of look how long I got left, and I'm like, I got 7 minutes left.
The worst feeling in comedy where you're having a terrible time, you look at your watch, and there's so much time left.
Yeah, and I started the end of my set, and I was like, do you know what? Let me not judge an audience. I'm gonna do the suicide bit because fuck it. Audiences can surprise you. Like, sometimes you can turn up to gigs like this. Have you ever had it where you turn up a gig, you're like, this looks shit, everyone here looks like a cunt, and you go on and they're fucking lovely, and you walk away like, I should never just judge an audience again. But that happens every now and then.
Never judge a book by its cover.
This one woman started, after I did the suicide bit, just started going, ouch, ouch. And I was like, well, you're right, ouch. And I was like, ma'am, this isn't a heckle. Like, you got to actually
Vocalize.
Yeah, I was like, look, put some more consonants together and then some vowels, create a word, then add it to a sentence.
What we could do, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll start going. And her husband started going, this is some things you don't joke about. And I was like, well, you laughed at the other things I was joking about. And he was like, some things just aren't funny. And I was like, but what about like a car crash? That could be funny.
Yeah.
And he was like, no. And I was like, all right, well, that's two things you can't joke about then, isn't it? Like car crash and suicide. The audience were actually very supportive and were like, they didn't really like me. It was fine. I get what it was, but they were very like, and a lot of them came up afterwards and like, no, we actually did like you. And there was some people who were, but this guy caused the fuss, stormed out, which I was actually grateful for because it meant I could leave. Because I just went, look, I'm not right for you guys. And I apologize for that. You seem like very nice people. I'm not going to burn this gig to the ground, mainly because the promoter's giving me a lift back to the station.
Yeah, that's the one.
I got paid cash. And as I was leaving, the guy who started shouting out he came up to me and started like going, I'm going to give you some feedback. I was like, bro, don't give me feedback. I don't need your feedback. I'll do this professionally. It's fine. Sometimes it goes well. Sometimes it don't. That's the
I
game.
can do my own post-match analysis. You know what I mean?
And he was like, what about a footballer? Wouldn't you? Well, a footballer would accept feedback. I was like, not off someone who doesn't play
Just
football.
from Dave off the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's fucking...
And then he was like, you just don't joke about some things. My best mate killed myself. And I was just a bit like, all right.
I didn't know you were going to be here.
Yeah, exactly. And, fucking, maybe it's because you embarrass him when you're out like this. You know what I mean?
You played a part, perhaps.
Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm just open to the idea that this person was so embarrassed that they couldn't, or maybe he was constantly being criticised by this guy that he thought the only thing he could do.
That's what his mate did every day. And just, I'm going to give you some feedback, Dave.
I'm going to give you feedback. And then even when he turns up and he's like, that rope's not tied properly. Not got the knots right there. Have you, Kev? You can never get it right.
Some spelling mistakes in this suicide note.
So yeah, that was my Friday night, and I was like, Christmas gigs are upon us.
They are coming. I did one in Leicester Square, full house on a Saturday night. I was thinking it's gonna be lovely, gonna be a nice one. I got there, and at the venue, some of the staff were talking, and they were just like, "Okay, so she's a little bit drunk. I think she should be able to make it." And my spidey senses were tingling because they directly said something about, So I go upstairs, I'm doing my set, about 10 minutes in, I'm doing well. You got this lady in the front row, kind of looks like Gail from Coronation Street. I don't know if you were Coronation Street listeners in the house. OG.
I think there's a big crossover between B-Tech and Coronation Street.
Yeah, and then, you know what? She's just like, you know them ones where they're like talking, but like not loud enough for you to be able to fully address it, because the rest of the crowd haven't heard it yet. Do you know what I mean? So if you address it, you look like...
Fuck, yeah.
You look like difficult. The awkward one, because now you've like, oh, why has he stopped just for that? So then she said, she said something loud enough for everybody to hear. She says, Johannesburg. And I was like, okay, I'm going to bite on this one, because I don't know what I said that connects to Johannesburg in any way. I don't know, are you having a stroke, ma'am? I don't know what's going on here. And then she takes that as an invite to come on stage and explain what she meant. And
wait, she actually got on stage?
She came on stage, and at first she did, you know, like the rapper crouch on the ground, like the rapper pose. She kind of just like crouches on the ground for maybe like 10 seconds. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm thinking through all my comedy experience, like, what do I do in this situation? And I'm gonna say why this is important. She is a Croatian lady, extremely strong. The way she took the microphone off my hands, and I was trying to...
That Yugoslavian power, bro.
Just a grip that I just was not able to get it off the microphone off her. And then she's just like saying some garbled nonsense. And then, security literally have to come on stage and drag her away. Like pick her up and lift her away. Wow. And I felt so bad for her husband, because it was his 40th birthday.
Oh my God.
And then so dragging her out. I was thinking, like, I don't know what joke to make here. There's probably like a Croatian Kosovo joke about like not respecting territory.
Yeah, that'd have been very funny
to make. I don't know if enough of the crowd would have got it, but I was like, I don't want her to come back and beat me up, because she's Croatian. So
yeah.
But then so she got kicked out, man. So that I feel like it is white woman season.
It is white woman season indeed, Michael.
White women have had a couple of the wines.
Oh, and hold on. Before we throw white women under the bus here, which I'm more than happy to see white women fall under a bus. That sounded way better in my head. Mm-hmm. I have seen some of the most egregious behaviour at. This was at Top Secret, sometimes they'll have like a 6:30 show downstairs, but it's not Top Secret who put on the show. Yeah, it'll be some other promoter, and they were doing like it was a black show, and there was these. This is the worst crowd behaviour I have ever seen. Was 3 ladies where they were basically going like, you can't stay and drink here. There's another show about to go on. So, and they started doing the like, who the fuck you talking to? Really? Like from the off, and you just saw the doorman like, it's 3 women. I can't do because doormen have that. A comedy club should employ a female bouncer. Yeah. Birmingham Glee do it, because like when a Hindu kicks off, if big fucking Terry goes over, the doorman who's worked there, he can't, he's got no threat over him. Yeah. Can't physically do anything because they're women, you know. But if you send one of, like the woman who works at Birmingham Glee will go over and will tell them to shut the fuck up, or she'll slap them. Yeah. The women then like go, oh shit, like no one's gonna jump in for me. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
They're
mean?
gonna watch women.
Yeah, and they started like basically going for the doorman, started throwing things at him. They were going,
Throwing things at him?
throwing like their drink at him, going, "You fucking ugly cunt!" Looking, calling him like
That's
a
not necessary.
Eastern European cunt. Things
Oh,
like
really?
that. Yeah,
They got
yeah.
specific with the region of.
Yeah, it was.
Ugliness.
It was. Do you know what I'm going to say? Well done, the bouncer, for not throwing any racial slurs back. Because I would have gone. You shouldn't have done it, but I understand.
Listen, it's fair game. They threw three at you. You can have one back.
Yeah, it's a 3-to-1.
That's the ratio. That's
It's
the
a 3-to-1. You can't.
Three strikes and you're out.
And you can't go to DEFCON 1 with it. You can't go to DEFCON 1, but
Not straight away.
But say something about the hair.
Oh, that's going straight. Yeah.
Is that DEFCON 1?
Yeah, I think that's DEFCON 1. I don't know.
What would be his way to ease into it?
I don't know. The outfits.
I was thinking if they were giving him, you fucking know, you could be like, yeah, well, your hair's not real. Blah, blah, blah.
That would be. But that sends it nuclear.
Does it?
Oh, that would send it nuclear.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? And then I don't know.
So, for white people, when they're on the end, say they're in a 3-to-1 situation, there has been three jabs. So you throw three racial jabs at me.
Okay.
You can go for it.
Just you look like a gammon. Just classics.
Okay. Gammon's a white person to white person thing.
Is that really?
Yeah, gammon's white on white crime.
But then, does it have any effect on the whites?
Yeah, people who look gammony don't like it and try to claim it's racism, so they can then be. So, like, white people say it to them, and they're like, "That's racism," and then they'll just find an Asian person and shout something at them, and you're like, "Well, no, it's not the same thing, is it? It's white and white. It's white and white attack."
Okay, yeah, just generic white trash school shooter.
Okay,
All things
school shooters, all of that's going on, and then I get my one back. Now, what am I allowed?
You have to keep yours light because you have to remember somebody might walk in with no context.
Yes.
And you're immediately going to look like the bad guy.
Yes.
So you have to keep yours general, but it can have a little couple of, like the hair could work.
The hair could work.
That scenario. Hair could work, maybe clothing.
Weight.
Could do.
Weight's yeah. Weight, but I always feel like if you go for someone's weight, that nowadays is a no-no. Weight is now up there with race.
I don't know if weight's up there.
Weight is up there with race. You can't go for weight.
You don't have like fat activists and shit.
You do have fat activists.
You do?
There's fat activism.
What are they fighting for?
Right to be fat.
No, who's stopping them?
Society, apparently,
Aye.
by having normal-sized doors. People can be fat, you know what I mean? Like, just be fat, but fucking stop acting like you're oppressed by being. It's, you know, it is one of those things where you're like, it's not.
It's not like, yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's like, we'll get to you. All right, it's an issue, but we'll get to it.
Oh, right.
Like,
in terms of what we're dealing with.
We'll fucking deal with it. There's people having to flee their country because there's a war going on.
Yeah.
And you're there like, there's not enough chips in Wetherspoon. Like,
Is that what they're fighting for?
I
More
don't know,
chips?
probably. They're not making that one of their public ones, but I guarantee if
You think that's in there?
if you get fat activists together, they're
If they
going
were
to
to
be.
put for a bill, they would sneak that in one of the conditions.
They would sneak in. There needs to be a level of chip, which I agree with. There is
They've
a
got a point.
Have you noticed that when you go to a chicken shop now, they're a bit stingy on the chips?
Yep.
It is there, and that's a thing that
Do you know what? I'm part of the movement. I'm a fat activist.
that crosses over to people with disciplines.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
To people who I used to be fat.
Oh, yeah, you did.
It's all right. One of my best mates is fat.
Yeah, that's your excuse now.
One of my, that's
I've
all
got
right.
fat
I got a fat friend.
I got a fat friend.
I know a fat lad, Fat Terry. He loves being called Fat Terry. Grew up with us.
We don't
Grew
ask
up
him
with
whether he
us.
likes it.
He's fine with it. He's not. He's not fast. I mean, none of them are fast, are they? But they
You got a few fast ones, man.
He's a good lad.
You got a few fast ones. This has gone off track.
It has gone off track. It's a Christmas gig.
We were saying that 4-to-1, 3-to-1 ratio of. I feel like that's fair.
3-to-1 ratio, and then
You could just throw in a jab that could be that's on the line.
Okay.
where it can't be fully there.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
people will see you and they think, oh, he had that locked and loaded.
Yeah.
He probably instigated
You can't
this.
have one in the chamber.
Yeah, you can't have one in the chamber. You have to at least look like you were desperately.
It can't just come out quickly. And you're like, whoa.
Has to be like a last minute. You got the gun together. You know.
Yeah.
3D printed the
And then
gun.
you come out with, you know, I can take a penalty.
Yeah.
And then.
But like, I feel like this woman here, man. I really feel bad for her husband, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I never really get that. People like get that level of drunk. Have you ever been that level of drunk where you're like, fuck? Because I'm sure that she'll look back on that tomorrow and be like, I fucked up.
That I fucked up a night out for everyone.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have been. I've been drunk that people have been like, whoa, do you know, my drunk is like, we had it one night where we went to Soho Theatre for a pint and I'd had like 6 pints while everyone else was on 2.
Yeah.
And I was a bit like, "Eh," and everyone was like, fucking hell, all right. And
Yeah.
like, I've had that, but I've not had ruin the comedy show, take the microphone off the comedian
Drag
while
that.
going Johannesburg.
Yeah. Permanent ban.
Which has permanent ban.
Faces on a database now.
Yeah. So I've not. Have you ever done that? Well, I heard you had a bit of a night out this weekend.
I went out with a couple. So I did 4 shows that Saturday night.
Jesus Christ, man.
I mean, I'm trying to make this money. So that was the second one, and the fourth one is at this place called the Boat Show. And afterwards, they have sort of a little disco in the boat
Yeah.
with lots of very strange characters of all demographics. And I got hit on by 50-year-old plus lady. Let me tell you something about the 50+ ladies. You know how a lot of young girls, you never really know when they don't really know how to flirt, let their intentions
They wait for
be
you
known.
to flirt with them.
You know what I mean? Their young girl flirting is like maybe a flash of eye contact. You know what I mean? And they expect you to get the message. Older lady flirting is FIFA all out attacking mode. Just from the wingbacks over.
3-2-6.
3-2-6. Like the ball's going straight in the box.
3-1-4. So yeah, 3-1-5.
Ball's going straight in the box. I'm like, what's going on? I'm just here with the drink. And she said, I want to take you home. I said, excuse me, man. It's just straight. I was fucking like, where's Angela? You know what I mean? This is straight.
Right at the bar. Mike goes at the bar. I need Nigel. I need Nigel.
It's the male version. She just went straight for the punch. Like it's. I didn't go home with her. I
I
looked
know
for
you
safety.
didn't go home with her.
I went
I've had messages about your night out.
I went to a house party instead.
Yeah. And you went with 2 good friends of ours.
2 good friends, Tom Horton, who will go on the pod, and Jim McGee, who said he will never do our pods or any pods.
Yeah, he refuses to. I would fucking love to have Jimmy. I fucking love Jimmy McGee.
Well, I felt like one of the lads, because those 2 are seasoned lads.
They are the boys.
They know how to have a night out.
Yeah, they are. If you, for people who don't know, Tom Horton, great mate of ours, he will be on this one. We got a night out with him coming up, which I'm fucking so looking forward to. Tom is excellent on a night out.
That
He can
healed somewhat by then, because otherwise it'd be a scary night potentially.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I could ruin it for everyone. I am very capable of going to the comedy club where the party is, the Christmas party, downing 9 beers, getting a Facebook post written about me about some female comedians going, not going to name who. No, I'm joking. Oh, no, imagine that. Oh, imagine the next day. Mike just hugging Mike's in a beer talk. Like, yeah, Ellie's going to have to take a break from it. I'm like the Crystalia of Vauxhall comedy. I just got to disappear for a little bit.
Taking an extended hiatus.
It is. No, I'm very capable of going there, drinking 9 beers, getting fucked up, talking. Muffy, I would.
But you've done this whilst you've been in a happy relationship, so
What, getting fucked up and ruining everyone's night? Yeah, no, that is true. I'm capable. Do you know? I'm capable of that at any point.
Yeah.
I'm not that bad on a night out.
Nah,
I'm actually pretty good on a night out, I think. But you were with Jimmy McGee, Tom Horton, veterans of the night out. You wanna know if you're going on a night out. Tom and Jimmy are there. You're in good hands.
They know what they're doing. They know all the ins and outs.
You're gonna be out for a late one.
I was 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fell asleep in someone's random house, and it was like, all right, it's time to go.
I heard about this.
Yeah.
Because I messaged Thomas.
Okay.
and was like, how did Mike get on
Give me a rating.
on his night out? And he went, Mike was excellent company and great chat. However,
Oh no.
Quoting Winnie the Pooh.
Can I give you some feedback?
because you're quite new to the night out.
Oh my gosh, it is new to me. Generally I tend to just go home. I have I'm done. But tonight I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna stay out. So.
Yeah, and I've always found you good company on the night out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I keep calling it the night out, but there was a however.
Okay, here we go.
It was about talking to someone at the boat.
Oh wait, so there was an older lady at the boat, and it was also a very young, pretty-looking girl.
Okay, when you say very young.
I wouldn't say well, a little bit younger than the older lady.
Okay.
I would say looking like mid-20s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tom first shot his shot.
Oh, he didn't mention this.
Well, his shooting. I don't want to.
Don't throw him under the
I don't want
bus.
to throw him on the bus. He kind of shot a half shot,
And brought you in.
and then which emboldened me. It was like, well, I want to have a.
Well, Tom, yeah. Was Tom doing his thing where he brings you in?
Well, he opened the door to us being brought in, but I
Okay.
don't think he was trying to bring us in. I think we all knew that nothing was going to happen in this place.
See, that's the mentality you can't have.
With this girl.
You've got to go in there with it's all to play for.
I gotta go.
You know what I mean?
If I go 50-year-old lady angle,
No, but you're
I'm gonna get arrested.
You're never gonna come back from 3-0 down unless you believe. It first starts with the belief.
yeah.
You've got to go in there with the belief.
But I tried. I had a chat with her.
Okay. How did that go?
She had a fleece on,
Okay.
like a colourful fleece, looked like a cow.
Right.
So I
Did
was
you say
like-
that to her?
I did not say that. So I said, I like your fleece as an opening line.
Michael's like, moo.
Didn't she like me?
I am Michael. You ever seen Winnie the Pooh?
I was hoping. I was hoping. A cow. I was hoping you'd be a pig. Oink, oink. Come be a filthy pig with me. Oink, oink. Michael, no, Michael. Mike just starts going.
So I talked about her fleece, and she's like, oh, I
Okay.
got it from here, da da da. And then we just had a chat about music because the music playing was quite cheesy.
Okay, this doesn't sound good.
And then kind of left it off to buy a drink. Said no thanks. Left it there.
Okay.
And then Tom was like, "No, Michael." Tom's quite posh. He's like, "Michael, you have to go in. You have to ask her out. You know what I mean? Like, get her number, get her Instagram, get something."
Yeah, you can't do that once you've walked off.
Once we've already walked off, we've had one interaction, and trying to come back from a part 2. And we all know sequels are never as good. They're never as good.
You could be the Godfather Part 2 though.
This is true. But I wasn't.
If also, you'd have also need to add the Godfather Part 1.
Yeah,
And
I
it
would
doesn't
have
sound like.
But I was emboldened by the fact that I had a good, at least, chat
Yeah.
with her.
That's good for you, man. Get your confidence up.
Get my confidence. Get in the box.
Hey, that's it, man. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Winnie the Pooh.
I don't know.
But so and then I went back again, another chat on the music, and then I asked her like out, and she said, "Nah, I got a boyfriend." And I was like, "All right." And then I was like, "You know what?
What was her boyfriend's name?
I don't know." Or did you think she just told me
Yeah.
about? I don't. She might not have had one.
I think she probably had a boyfriend by the sounds of what you're saying from the chat. It definitely sounded like she had a boyfriend.
But I was like, you know what? I went out there. I had, I took a shot on goal.
Was she at the show?
No, she wasn't at the show.
Oh, interesting. That's really brave then.
Wasn't at the show.
That's a big thing to do.
out with her girls.
Nice.
On a night out. And you know what? Because it was a group of me, Jimmy, Tom, and another guy. I went there and I had at least conversation.
Yeah.
Tom had a weird approach, but I don't want to.
Yeah, no,
bait him out.
I've seen. Right, I was saying, loudly shouting, swirling a pint. Do you think? Right, my friend here.
But Tom's approach is like acting like he already knows them, kind of, pretty much.
Oh, he's just confident.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's just confident. He's just
Goes in. I think it might it worked if I don't think he was really on it.
No.
So I think he just was like to make us laugh.
Yeah, and also like he's a fucking good lad on a night.
Oh, he's a good guy,
You
good
know what I
guy.
mean? And this is what. But so you went back to this party.
Went back to a party, just the standard white people house party. You know, indie music playing, beers. You know,
Yeah.
stayed, and then I ended up falling asleep on a.
With a wig on.
Well, yeah, there was a wig.
Yes.
And I put it on my head, and I fell asleep with that on, and then I woke up at 6 a.m. and I'm like, yeah, I need to.
Did you Uber it back?
I Ubered it back.
Nice.
Very expensive.
That sad Uber, that sad 40 quid Uber.
You just reflecting on your life choices
Yeah.
a little bit. But hey, listen, you got to do that every now and then.
It needs to happen to blow out.
But that's the reason I don't do it most of the time, because of the Uber. It's so expensive.
Yeah, it is. But I think you need to do a night out every now and then, because the night outs that are good are unbeatable. Like if you do we started drinking here, then we ended up back at someone's. Fucking people came over. It was a great time. There was birds there. It was fucking class. I'm not just saying there's birds there for you. Like, girls just bring a fucking good atmosphere.
Yeah.
So they just improve the night. Because when it's just guys, it gets a bit sad and just everyone talking over each other.
Yeah.
But when there's girls there, it suddenly comes like, oh, there's a different energy here.
Yeah, exactly.
They bring that female energy. It's just class.
So no, it was nice to do, and I think I should do it more. I like the spontaneity of like, oh, we're here, oh, we're gonna go here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so I think it's true. It's good to just be around your friends and do that every once in a while, rather than going home. And I watch a lot of Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown.
Oh, it's a very good show.
I know, but like doing that at 2 a.m. is like, I think, going on a night out,
Yeah.
mixing it up. Some nights,
Not every
Parts Unknown,
weekend.
Some nights, you know.
You know, if you're watching Bourdain was
Do
prone
you
to a
do you
night out.
think, like, let's say you're on this night out, right?
Mm.
I've got finishing.
Yeah.
No drugs or drink. Is it the same night out? Would you still have that wholesome feeling? I'm glad I did that, or you just kind of like,
I've done them sober and they're shit. And the thing is with their shit is because if it's not even like drugs and drink, it's like when I wasn't drinking, you could stay out till midnight, and then when you're not drinking, people who are drinking become very annoying very quickly. So you kind of have to go. Look, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna ruin everyone's vibe.
Yeah.
You know, did you have a good weekend, Lucas?
I did, yeah. I was out as well on the lash after a gig as well. But
On the
I went
lash?
to, yeah. I went to after a gig. A girl I'm talking to invited me to a club. It was a gay club as well.
Oh,
Whereabouts?
That's a smart move.
It
you
was
know.
in London Bridge. I can't remember what it was called.
Did you go to a gay club with a girl?
I met her there. Yeah.
You are a fucking genius. You are a
It
genius.
was great. It was
Why is
great.
that a
I didn't have
genius
to
idea?
because you didn't have to buy drinks. Everyone was flirting with me.
no, really. I've heard that's
and-
such a stereotype. Is that actually happened?
It happens, and you look cool you look so comfortable with your sexuality in front of a girl that they are just like.
I
bet
knew,
the
all the,
DJ is
I knew all
banging
the
as well.
songs as well. I think I was a little bit too comfortable.
Did you like do that thing where you get into it and dance with a couple of guys and start as there?
Yeah.
You look so comfortable with women when you do shit like that they then
And all her gay friends were saying that I was doing very well as well.
yeah
Said I was keeping up.
yeah
Very
and
comfortable.
Keeping up
Yeah.
with the music.
Yeah, with everything, with them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
yes.
Is that? But a few people clocked on. Is this the thing now that guys do?
What, go to a gay club?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a thing. It's just fun.
It's just
gay clubs
fun.
are a lot of fun. Actually,
Gay clubs
I had
are
a
fun.
Really good time. It was a bit weird being the only straight thing that was going on. At the,
Were there a lot of women there?
it was all guys.
That's
If
interesting.
if
There
you,
were a few women, but not not like I would say it was 90-95% guys.
I've had it the first few times I went to a gay club, I went with Tom Stage because it was the only place that would let us drink, and a girl just gave me a number. And another time with like a few comics from Birmingham, we went to one and ended up pulling a girl because like girls go out with their guy friends like, haha, this will be fun, and then the dynamic, this is why it's so fucking funny, the dynamic changes where suddenly women who like say like, I just want to go to a place where guys won't chat to me, go to a place where suddenly no guys really give a shit about them,
Right.
and their then entire fucking infrastructure of how they've built their life comes crashing down because no one's buying them drinks, no one's calling them pretty. Like guys are going, oh my god, you're gorgeous, but they don't really mean it. They're saying it in a gay way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're saying it like as gay guys say it to women, like, oh my god, you look gorgeous. Like, yeah, but not like they know they don't want to fuck them, so
Look
it
fabulous.
yeah, so it loses.
Straight guys never use fabulous unless it's to describe a goal.
Oh, that was fabulous.
Yeah,
That
that was
was
a fabulous strike. Otherwise, I don't know what context.
That is so true, you know. Men, if we described women the way we describe girls, sensational! She's sensational!
One of a kind.
You couldn't write it! You couldn't write it! Bro, if we just moved our adjectives from the way we describe goals to women,
They would feel so appreciated.
they would feel so comfortable. It would be such a lovely thing to do. Do you know what I've done for you? You look nice.
Yeah.
I've described someone clearing.
You've described Tappins in the second round of the FA Cup better than describe your most loved person.
Someone scoring a goal against Swindon. You just fucking can't believe it. How do you make that? You can't teach it. You can't teach it.
The touch was incredible.
If we just did that, women would feel so much better about themselves. And instead of every belly look up front and they come down. Yeah, and then the minute Kevin De Bruyne makes a pass, oh my God. Oh my God. When will we ever live in this era again? We just have to appreciate it. We just have to appreciate it.
On that note, I think we got to wrap up, man. Oh, it's been a fun episode.
It's been a
Healing,
very fun episode.
laughter,
A lot of healing, a lot of laughter.
honesty. Hey, man, what
It's
else?
been one of my favourite episodes.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
I am looking forward to this fucking night out, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it'll be fun, man.
We're gonna let the listeners
Lucas, come down.
Lucas is coming down. We're gonna let the.
Are we inviting listeners?
No, we're not inviting the listeners. No. We'll build it up and let the listeners know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean. Is we'll go on a night out.
Bring the equipment to the night out.
We'll go because this is quite a big night out. We've not done a night out with Lucas before.
Yeah.
Could be a disaster.
Yeah.
I reckon it's going to be sadder than a lot of nights out you've ever done. I think you'll get. Have you ever done
I've been on nights out with comedians.
Yeah. Oh, it's tragic, isn't it?
But we're talking about.
Get ready to sit by a kitchen at 7 a.m. and hear about how the Live at the Apollo lineup isn't very good this year as you try to split the last half a gram of cocaine. No, but it's just diversity, isn't it? That's all it is. It's just fucking all that woke shit.
Oh man, you got your show coming up still. Promote that again.
Yes, and it's selling very well. So if people will come on December 22nd at 6:30 at the Bill Murray. Look at the way we improvise on here. Look at the way we just get each other. Imagine what we do when the pen hits paper.
You're actually writing it down.
This stuff is going to be fucking wicked. Putting my heart and soul into this show and my humour as well. Mike's 21st of December.
21st of December, top secret. Also around 6:30. Confirmed.
Ooh.
Confirmed. Get your tickets. I'll also be doing a show different from Black Bears Matter. Just a bunch of new shit I'm putting together, and it's coming along nicely.
I've seen some of the stuff. It's very, very funny.
appreciate
That airplane joke's one of my favourite bits.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
Lucas, you got anything?
No, just the socials. Lucas Jeffcoat on socials. Making lots more clips. Doing stuff like that.
There we
I'm
go,
doing
man.
I'm doing Up the Creek on Thursday.
Are you
Well,
doing the
I'm
blackout?
Doing the blackout, yeah.
Oh.
Feeling good about it.
Yeah, man, definitely.
The brand is building, man. B-Tech brand is building. Anyway, thank you guys for listening, and we'll be back soon, man. See you later.